Well, this week's Unsung Hero is Marion police officer Sam Ward. He's being hailed a hero after saving a 7-year-old girl's life.
And as News 3's Brandon Morano shows us, it's left her family forever grateful.
7-year-old not breathing, CPR in progress.
Marion 35.
35, go ahead.
Could be transporting one of the parents from the scene, beginning miles 87887, Heartland Regional.
We had a 911 emergency call on Thorn Street stating that a child was not breathing and was turning blue. Didn't have a pulse. So dispatch put it out over the radio. I was about 30 seconds away.
I tried to give her CPR. I don't know how to do CPR. And then, the next thing I know, the officer was in there telling him to get me out, and he started working on her.
Mika suffers from a vocal cord virus made worse by a cold, resulting in her throat swelling shut.
Tilted her head back, felt her neck for a pulse, and she did not have one. And she was beginning to turn gray, so I knew that she had not had oxygen for a while.
That officer, Marion Police Department's Sam Ward, immediately starting life-saving CPR, bringing 7-year-old Mika Dotson back to life.
One of the thoughts that ran through my head after the fact was, you can't fail, especially with it being a child. There's no room for error. You have to do your job perfectly.
The Dotson family, especially 7-year-old Mika, thankful Officer Ward did his job perfectly.
We were so panicked. They were like, yeah, you guys need to get out of here. But it wasn't, I want to say 30 seconds, and then they said that she was breathing again, so thank God.
What would you want to say to Officer Ward, if you could talk to him right now?
Thank you, man. There's nothing I can say to express my gratitude towards him. I could only have 2 kids right now if it wasn't for him.
And it's not just the Dotsons who are thankful for people like Sam Ward.
I don't know how you could do anything bigger than what he's done. So, I'm incredibly proud of him. The entire department is. There aren't enough words to describe it, and I know there aren't enough thank yous to push out there for him, but this made the whole city proud.
7-year-old not breathing, CPR in progress.
Proud because Officer Ward did more than just take the call.
Later on that night, I went out to the hospital just to make sure the child was doing okay. Met the father and the mother out there, and the father came up and I embraced him and I gave him a hug, and he said, "You're an angel and you're a good one." And I said, "Sir, I was just doing my job."
Mika with a card and 2 words for her hero.
Thank you.
Mika is now doing well, and her family tells me they're looking forward to seeing Officer Ward again and can't thank him enough. As always, to nominate someone making a difference in your community, go to WSILTV.com/unsung. For Unsung Hero, I'm Brandon Morano, News 3.